How's it going, guys? Topic for today's video, how to sleep on the floor. So after one of my last videos talking about why I sleep on the floor, there seemed to be a lot of interest into wanting to know how to sleep on the floor. And there seems to be quite a few questions. A lot of people might think that I sleep directly on the floor. So we're just going to go over that in this video. So the first thing that you want to figure out is obviously where you're going to be sleeping on the floor. Is it going to be on hardwood floor? Is it going to be on carpet? Because that does make a little bit of a difference in terms of how much padding or how much cushion you're going to need. So if you're going to be sleeping on carpet, you don't really need a lot of cushion underneath of you. Because obviously the carpet itself is going to provide a little bit of cushion, but underneath carpet, there's always a little bit of layer of foam, a little bit of cushion there as well. So when I was in Vancouver, I actually just slept on a bed sheet. So I just threw a bed sheet out onto the carpeted floor and I just slept on that. Here where I'm sleeping right now, I do sleep on a carpeted floor, but I have taken a few comforters and I folded them in half, and that's what I sleep on right now. So it's just providing a little bit more cushion for me. Just because I have the luxury of having a few extra blankets. So if you're going to be sleeping on a hardwood floor, then you're going to need probably a good amount of comfort or a good amount of padding there. Just because if you're a side sleeper, like I'm a side sleeper, so I'm basically resting on my shoulders the entire night. If I didn't have that cushion, then my shoulders would probably get really quite sore throughout the night. So having that cushion is kind of nice. If you sleep on your back, then you probably don't need as much cushion. Now, to transition to sleeping on the floor, I would really recommend that you still use your pillow for a bit. Personally, I don't use a pillow at all anymore. I don't use anything to support my head. My head literally rests on the ground when I'm sleeping. But the thing is, if this is your first time attempting to sleep on the floor, what you really want is you still want to use your pillow, because your neck is used to kind of sleeping in the same position throughout the whole night. And if you're going to go from having your neck like this to having your neck like that, then it's not going to be, it's going to probably put a lot of strain on your neck, and you're going to wake up with a sore neck. So using a pillow to start off is a really good idea. Now you can stay at using a pillow and just sleeping on the floor, like that's totally cool. My buddy Ted wanted to take it to the next level, so I tried it as well, and without using a pillow. Now, how you transition to using a pillow to not using a pillow is you want to gradually kind of like move your head closer to the ground. Kind of like if you're stretching, you just gradually kind of like stretch a little bit more. So what you can do is you can take a bed sheet or something and you can fold it up like maybe 5 or 6 times, right? So you get something that actually has a decent amount of kind of thickness to it, and rest your head on that. And let your body adjust to sleeping on the ground with your head at like that thickness right there. And then what you can do is you can unfold that and maybe even refold it a little bit so that you get it a little bit thinner. And you may want to sleep at that level for say a week, and then move to the next level, and then move to the next level. And you can keep moving or getting lower and lower to the ground by unfolding the sheet until you're basically resting your head right on the ground. So there are some benefits to sleeping on the floor. I think it's just kind of better for your skeletal system just to be sleeping on the floor. It's just kind of much more natural for how I believe we are meant to sleep. There aren't any mattresses in nature. And I will have to answer the question. Somebody asked me a question about do I still have sex on the floor with my girlfriend? So I'll have to answer that question in the next video, but yes, I still do have sex with my girlfriend on the floor. Awesome. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Have a great day. Talk to you soon. Peace out.